Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So I'm sure most of you guys were probably expecting this. Bitcoin is up 371% since Jim Cramer said to sell everything. Guys, the inverse Cramer indicator never fails.
Please don't assume, therefore, that it's not still being manipulated. And I would sell my Bitcoin right into this rally. And believe me, I had been a believer one time in Bitcoin. Not here, not now.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this was taken from March of 2023. And guys, take a look at where Bitcoin is today. Now we are seeing a bit of a rebound for the King crypto. This is the daily price the last several days, well, even pretty much since the election, but even the day before the election, the Monday, November the 5th, we have seen a trajectory upward for Bitcoin, reaching new highs. And guys, get this, I think we even tapped $90,000 per coin right there at the top. So 90,000, another great psychological level for Bitcoin here. If I throw this on the hourly and put that back onto auto, you guys can see traders were taking profits up there at $90,000. All right, so it did dip back down, only about 5% back to $85,000. And now we're starting to climb yet again. So this is the euphoria phase. Let me just say, guys, welcome. You have made it. Bitcoin had been struggling for, well, quite a while since it did break all-time high back here in March. Well, how long did that take? That took roughly, 237 days before we could break out and really kind of break out with confidence, with conviction. And that is, what we have been looking for. And now we have finally found it. So, when we get guys like Jim Cramer here suggesting that, you should sell your Bitcoin. I'm not sure if it was March 2023 or not, but it was after one of these pumps where there was a bit of a sell-off, and he was like, no, Bitcoin, not really a great asset to purchase. So it could have been there. It could have been March, even 2024. Who knows? Who cares, really? The fact of the matter is the inverse Cramer indicator strikes once again. So wanted to thank Chairman there on Twitter for posting that. Now, XRP Crypto Wolf bringing this up, guys. Did you know Bitcoin did flip silver? So the entire market cap of the silver market, guys, 1.735 trillion, and Bitcoin did hit 1.736. So if we look at the market cap of Bitcoin right now, it's sitting in and around 1.725. So it is now a bit below that number. But at its peak, guys, we were getting above the silver market. So that is significant. Michael Branch also mentioning this. Bitcoin surpasses silver. It's now the 8th largest asset in the world. And this is going to make a world of difference. On November the 11th, Bitcoin surpassed silver to become the 8th largest asset in the world by market capitalization. This milestone follows significant growth, pushing its price above 89,000. As you guys saw, it did go up to 90,000 with a daily increase of 11.3%. Currently, Bitcoin is surpassed only by assets like gold and companies such as Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, and Saudi Aramco. Boom goes the dynamite, guys. So there you have it. One of the main drivers of Bitcoin's price surge has been interest from institutional investors. Spot ETFs launched in January and have attracted nearly $27 billion in inflows so far. During yesterday's trading session, BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin Trust recorded a trading volume of about $4.65 billion, surpassing last week's previous record. As noted by Eric Balchunas, he's an analyst, Bitcoin-related financial assets like spot ETFs, Coinbase and MicroStrategy's stocks reached a total trading volume of $38 billion, setting an all-time record. So guys, we're starting to see records, more and more records being broken, and this is, my feeling is this is just the beginning. We're going to continue to see more. You guys can see extreme greed now in 86, Bitcoin dominance sitting at 58.95. So the dominance is still there. Market cap just under $3 trillion. Volume has accelerated to 52.6% in the last 24 hours. And you can see it here in, most of the cryptocurrencies in the space. So Bitcoin is up just over 6%. Ethereum's up a little bit. Solana's actually down by 2.8%. Dogecoin, guys, another big mover within the last 24 hours, up 35%. And even XRP is up 10%. So let's just take a look at Dogecoin for a second, because this, I'm sure a lot of you guys were not expecting this. Dogecoin up significantly, did hit 43, just under 44 cents per coin. Now it's trading in and around 39.4. And guys, this is just going to continue. Remember, this is just the first part of this euphoria phase. And I know if you guys are new to this, you're looking for timing. That's a very difficult and challenging endeavor, I gotta say. For the Patreon subscribers, we're going through all that. You can find out what I'm doing at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. I wanted to show you this when it comes to Dogecoin, though. Check this out. Back in and around the election time of 2020, we saw something similar for Dogecoin. Now, this is I have my cursor here under November 2020. And basically, Dogecoin did get up 400%. So that would have been that first leg by January of 2021. And so I just wanted to kind of just compare this for now for Dogecoin, just to give you guys a sense of where we are for Doge vis-a-vis the last election. So here we are, and we did actually go up about 200% since the election. But since that base, just in around here, so if I were to take the same fractal pattern roughly, we're up here about 427 in 2020, and here we are up roughly the same amount here, so 388%. And just to put things into perspective, look how much room Doge had to go. So I know we're in extreme greed right now, and Bitcoin did do its best day on November the 11th ever. So this is what we had, guys, an $8,343 $3 move, that is ranked number one. Today, November the 11th, was the biggest daily gain for Bitcoin in history. This courtesy of Chad Steingraber. Let's get to XRP, though, because XRP has been, it's starting to pump as well. This is XRP on the daily chart, and you can see there is renewed confidence and renewed interest in XRP. And, again, this is just the beginning. As you guys can see here, some of the profits have been taken when XRP did reach almost 70 cents. So 69.9 price did come right back down. I'm guessing traders were taking profits in and around that psychological area. But guys, ultimately, again, this is just the beginning. We still have to get up above significant levels of resistance before we can get really excited. So that was the first point, but really 74, 75 cents, that would get us up above resistance that we saw back in late 2023 and early 2024. And then, guys, it is this price point in and around here, 94 cents. But I have a feeling we're going to blow past these, and I'm going to explain why. Bill Morgan here posting this. Okay, this article states that the percentage of total XRP supply in profit has been rising steadily and growing to 85%. Yet the XRP community is dissatisfied. I don't know. Tell me down in the comments, are you dissatisfied? I'm still getting negative comments. I'm sure, I'm probably not going to see really positive comments until we get above $1. But the negative comments, why isn't XRP pumping the same way as yada, 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 insert your coin there. Essentially, though, XRP is doing exactly what it's supposed to do, or I say supposed to because this is what it has historically done. XRP's Binance Exchange reserves have been trending upwards since November the 6th, guys, rising from 3.105 billion XRP to 3.177 billion XRP on Monday per Crypto Quant's data. With an increase in asset exchange reserves indicating potential for price decline, XRP's price has defied the trend, though, rising alongside its exchange reserve balance. So what is going on here? While an increase in the assets exchange reserve indicates potential for price decline, XRP's price has defied the trend alongside its exchange reserve balance. Meanwhile, the percentage of total XRP supply in profit has been rising steadily, growing to 85%, while its market value to realized value, so the MVRV, has crossed 56%. MVRV calculates the average profits or loss for all XRP holders. So as you guys can see from this chart, we are up near 85%. So what this essentially means here is that there's only so much in terms of time where XRP has been up above this price point here. So, even if you aren't seeing a lot of profit, 85% should be in, technically in profit, if I'm not mistaken here. So guys, I know it doesn't seem like a lot right now. And to be honest with you, I'm not happy with this. I'm not cashing out yet. This is still just the beginning, and XRP does still have to get up above these crucial levels before we can really, justify how high this thing can go. So the other thing I wanted to mention with regards to the global picture and the macro picture, I guess I should say, XRP drops posting this. Ripple Partner Standard Charter on Donald Trump's impact on crypto. Guys, this is what they had to say here. A Republican sweep would allow the new government to push through positive policies for the digital asset sector, which could lead to the total crypto market cap swelling to $10 trillion by the end of 2026. So notice this, how I've been talking about real world utility coming into the crypto market. Well, the fact is we're only at about $3 trillion right now for the entire crypto market. As you guys can see here, it did top out in and around that amount. So pretty much pinpointed $3 trillion. And now it's come back down to about 2.897. But the fact of the matter remains, if we get up to 10 trillion, and 10 trillion, remember, by 2026, if we're going to follow a 4-year cycle, 10 trillion, okay, that would bring us, I've done this exercise in the past. I think that pretty much hits the Fibonacci. It's 10.4 trillion if we do hit the 4.236 on the Fib. But if we do follow 4-year cycle theory, guys, 2026, we should be in a bear market, right? We should be coming down by 2026 and forming new lows. So if my calculations are correct, Standard Chartered here is predicting that we could in fact see real world utility come in 2025 and throughout 2026. So that would support the idea that XRP guys could soar even higher by the end of 2025. Again, this is just a theory. This is just a hypothesis, but it is a possibility. Standard Chartered says it sees a number of tailwinds for crypto markets early in the new administration, including regulatory changes and a shuffle of positions at the Security and Exchange Commission that could lead to a more benign stance on digital assets. The bank said these positive developments could see total crypto market cap grow fourfold from 2.5 trillion currently to 10 trillion by the end of 26. The rising tide should lift all digital assets, they say here. Those most exposed to end use cases are set to benefit the most. So end use cases, guys, Ripple's XRP and a handful of other cryptocurrencies. The new administration may also consider the formation of a Bitcoin reserve, which I do think they are looking into. So guys, this is just going to push these utility cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin for that matter up even higher, bringing us in a situation where we will see real world utility, at least according to Standard Chartered. I mean, I can't really see any other way where we could get to $10 trillion by the end of 2026. It does not make sense. Ali Chart's here bringing this to our attention. Okay, so just to kind of, be paying attention to all the indicators here. While retail interest in Bitcoin signals further capital inflows, spikes in search trends often align with price drops. And so what he is noticing here, guys, is that we are seeing a spike. And I did just want to confirm this. So this is Google Trends searching the term Bitcoin, but this is just for the United States specifically. And I'm looking at the entire history. So from 2004 until present. And as you guys can see here, we are seeing a bit of a spike here. November 2024, Ali Chart says in 2021, the top surges in search interest for Bitcoin coincided with corrections of 30, 26, 27, and even 50%. So again, if you look at his chart here, when we did see these search terms spike in and around here, we did see a correction. So could we, in fact, be on the precipice of a correction for Bitcoin? I mean, that is also a possibility here. Again, though, on the hourly, we are seeing this steadily move up on high volume too. So, this correction, I got to say, was only 5%, just over 5%. And, that's nowhere near 26, 37, 50%. So this could, in fact, just be another blip. I mean, we're going to have to see how this plays out. I mean, if it does something like this, well, then that's a 20% correction or whatever. But hopefully we continue to see, a move to the upside. And hopefully we're not there yet. I mean, generally speaking, this early on, we don't tend to see those kinds of corrections yet. We tend to see them later on, but also something to be mindful of. So I wanted to thank Ali Charts there and XRP Drops. Of course, Bill Morgan, Chad Steingraber, XRP Crypto Wolf, Michael Branch, XRP Crypto Wolf again, and Chairman, just for posting all those great tweets and all that great information. Now, for those of you guys not prepared, again, I have to reiterate this time and time again. Be prepared, guys, for more information on what I'm doing, how I'm preparing myself, making sure I don't get caught with my proverbial pants down. Follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. I'm going through my entire plan there because I don't want this to happen to me. So the bull run is ramping up and one exchange is already down. This coming from Mr. Mann. Basically, this is just an announcement from the Newton exchange. We're currently experiencing an issue affecting both East transfer deposits and withdrawals. Our team is working closely with our banking partner to resolve this as quickly as possible. So, luckily, it doesn't have to do with the trading itself. But deposits and withdrawals, people are loading in. So this is another indication, too, that the FOMO is starting to ramp up. We're not at peak FOMO yet, though, in my opinion. But guys, make sure you do have a plan because the last thing you want is not being able to trade out of your cryptocurrencies. So wanted to thank Mr. Man for that. Kevin here posted this. Why has Raoul Pal taken the reputation risk to go out there and preach the banana zone for the last 6 months while markets are choppy and everyone was bearish? Well, looky who's smiling now, guys. This is a clip from the WSH podcast. Listen to this.
Why do you go out there and take the risk of being publicly wrong on something like the banana zone that is everybody's dreams and hope?
Look, it's terrifying. It's really uncomfortable for me to do it. And I do it because I've been in this space for a long time. I've got more macro experience than pretty much anybody else. Things are so, for so many people, 35 years old, they can't afford a house. They're not having kids. I mean, the rate of having kids is plummeting. I can see how stressed people are. People are getting polarized with the crash in 2008, 2012. We all made money and people are like, what the A, why didn't we know about it? And then it was like, well, why didn't we make money out of it? I'm not going to do that. I have to publicly take a lot of risks by trying to explain to people the opportunity, how to navigate it, whilst also making sure they understand there are no certainties and that I am taking a risk by doing this and my own money's on the line. In fact, 100% of my liquid net worth and all of the businesses that I've built. The banana zone is that point that it becomes emotional because you really can make a difference to your financial situation just by doing nothing. You can literally not do any of the shit that you and I do. You could just buy some tokens and go traveling for 5-10 years and come back rich. And we just spend so much time around this space. You don't need to do any of it. I want to help people. I want them to get to the other side. I want to be able to change people's lives and get out of the trap that everybody's in.
And this is why he puts his money where his mouth is. And I mean, this is also, really why I'm doing the Patreon, showing you guys that I am putting in my dollars as well. And hopefully we can pinpoint this market, get right to the top before we decide to finally cash out. So wanted to thank Kevin for posting that. Now, Wrath of Kahneman, guys, kind of bringing us back down. If XRP doesn't run with everything else this cycle, will we see a significant capitulation event in retail? Very good question. Curious to see what happens and what happens to most utility coins this round. RLUSD timing is a wild card. Meanwhile, XRPL continues to chug along reliably. So the doom and gloom. Could we see perhaps some utility coins flounder, XRP included, maybe not doing as well as we had originally anticipated? Well, guys, for some reason, I don't see it. I mean, again, we've got Standard Chartered here now coming out and saying that they're projecting $10 trillion for the crypto market cap by 2026. This could not be a bigger sign to suggest that we will see real-world utility in 2025. So again, just strengthening the thesis. I'm not saying it's happening for sure. Again, this is just a projection from them too. But at the end of the day, what it suggests is, guys, we're not going down after 2025. We are going to continue to rally. Let's bring XRP up here on the daily, and I'm just going to show you guys something that I noticed. Now, election period. We know in the past, elections have really gotten crypto up and running. So I thought to myself, why not take a look at XRP in and around election time back in 2020? Okay, so that would have been in and around here. Okay, I'm going to take it from here. As you guys can see, XRP was basing before this first push to the upside. Now, there was a black swan event in here. That was obviously the lawsuit, which got XRP back down. And then it rebalanced, it recalibrated, obviously making those inter-year highs of about $2 per coin. But first, I just kind of wanted to take it from here, guys. And I just kind of wanted to show you guys what I'm seeing in here. Okay, so elections 2020 and elections 2024. So let's just bring this in here, and I just kind of wanted to, I gotta even that out a bit. You guys can see in here, look at how that coincides quite well. And now, I mean, even just today, I was planning on doing this yesterday, and today we were already seeing an XRP up to 70 cents. So it kind of confirms the theory that I already had here. Okay, you can see, if I just zoom in here, you guys can see there was a bit of a cool down period when we were seeing tops. So even this fractal pattern does coincide with the current supply and demand zones. And guys, what could it suggest for the end of the year? I mean, if we are to expect that this trend does continue, could we see an XRP around $1.35 by the end of the month, by November 29th? I mean, I'm not saying that this is happening, but, even just taking into consideration how we're seeing the levels coincide and what we are seeing in terms of similarities between last election and this election, even look at this. Look at that. Boom. Right back down to this, pinpointing it just from a fractal pattern. Now, what else can we glean from this? I'm going to go back here. And I'm going to take out, now this is kind of a bit maybe unorthodox, but I'm going to take this part out because this was the Black Swan event, the lawsuit, which we know is now no longer an impediment for XRP traders. And I'm just going to take it from here, guys. And I'm going to assume that the that the black swan event never even occurred. And if I throw that on there, okay, assuming no black swan event even occurred, boom, look at where that brings us. Oh my goodness, pinpointing almost exactly to all-time high back in January of 2018. So I think there's something to be said about these fractal patterns. That means, theoretically, we could get back to all-time high by February of 2025. I don't know, though. It's just a hypothesis, just my opinion. And for more information on what I'm trading this bull run, you can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. It is only $5 a month. I'm grandfathering in everybody who gets in at the $5 price point because prices are going up. Again, just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.